how to create your YouTube channel. So if you're only just starting from scratch, the first thing you're going to need to do is actually create a Google account. So if you don't have a Google account or a Gmail account, you are going to need to sign up to Google, and it's really easy to do that if you haven't got any kind of like Gmail address or anything just yet. And you're also going to need to name your channel, and you're going to need to create your channel cover. So I'm going to be just stepping you through this in just a second. The numbers you're going to want to write down for your cover image is 2560, so that's 2560 pixels by 1440. Okay, so 2560 by 1440. We're going to be going into Canva and creating an image that's going to fit that particular size. So the first thing we're going to do over here, let me come out of this screen. Let's come out of here. If you don't yet have a Google account, simply go into Google and type in Google account. All right, so boom, type in that, and you can, if you go into Google here, you'll probably have a blank screen. But over here on the top corners, you'll see here there's a little picture of me at the moment. This is where you can create an account if you don't yet have one. So I'm logged in as one, so you're going to have a slightly different view to me. But it might say here, create an account or log in or add an account. All right, so that's the first thing you're actually going to need to do if you don't have a Google account yet. Now, once you have that, over here you'll see, let's just go back to our screen. When you go to YouTube, so you actually go into YouTube, you will have a little profile image on the top right hand side. And what you're going to need to do here is log in with your Google account. So that's the first thing you're going to want to do, and that is the account that your YouTube channel is then going to be logged in with and managed by. So by clicking on that top right hand side there, first of all, your profile image, this is going to take you to the place where you can actually now edit your various YouTube channel settings. So if I click on here, you will see that we have, it should have settings come up. So for me, it's got your channel. Then head to your channel. Let it load for a second. All right, then we click on our profile picture again.
We're going to be looking at how many tips can we put into a book. Now, roughly speaking, guys,
sorry, I had to pause that video of me talking. Right click on here when you're actually on your channel, and you will see here in the drop down menu there's an option called settings. So you've got to be logged into Google, you've got to click on my channel, go to your channel, and then click on settings. And this is now the area where we can start playing around with our various account settings. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, let's just scroll down the side here to show you the different types of things that we've got. We'll scroll through really fast just to show you everything that we've got. This will tell you who owns your channel, which is obviously you at this particular point. You've got notification settings that you can change over here. And there's some various, playback and viewing and privacy settings over here, different apps that you might have connected to your channel. If you have any subscriptions on YouTube, they will show there, and then various advanced settings. So the only thing we really need to worry about at this particular stage is your account settings and your particular channel. So we're going to click on channel status and features. Let's click on that bad boy right there. And this will now open up a pop-up box where you have some basic general overall settings. Now, currency is going to apply later on if you do monetization. If you haven't got your channel properly set up with monetization yet, please don't worry right now. You probably won't have this option here. Your channel, if you click on this is really clever stuff that we want to start getting set up right now. The first thing we have under channel on the left-hand side, we've got 3 tabs then along the top. Your basic info is what you're going to need to set first, so please pop down and select which country you are actually based in. The next thing you're going to want to do is actually set the keywords for your overall channel. This is going to help your channel be found, and this is where you're going to want to write in the kinds of things that you teach about, the kind of things that you're delivering courses about, the things that you coach on, the things that you provide services in. This is going to help people find what your channel is about and what you serve people in. So I recommend now that you actually go in here and type in a bunch of keywords around what you're an expert in and what you talk about. So have a little pause and let's now add those in. Pause the video before you go any further and add those in now. Now, what might happen when you press save, this possibly will happen to you, is that pop-up screen might disappear. So don't completely panic. I'll take you back there now. So if that has disappeared for you, click back on your profile picture at the top, click on your channel, and then take you to your overall channel page again. Click back onto your profile picture, go to settings, and then channel status and features, and it will open up your pop-up box again. So never fear, supporters here. So now you've added in your keywords. This is really great because this is now going to help people find your particular channel. Now you can click on all these other advanced settings depending what country you're in, whether your channel's new or old. You might have some slightly different options available to you. Don't panic at this particular time. It's all good. So first thing you want to do is your channel made for kids? So if you are going to be creating content that is for children, you do need to say yes. Okay, it's really important. If you create content that is specifically made for kids and you don't tick this, YouTube could penalize you later on. Now if you're just creating general content that kids might happen to watch, that's different. I'm talking about if you are literally creating toy videos, things that is the direct target audience are children themselves. You are going to have to press yes to this. Okay. Now, in terms of things like captions, you can tick a box to say that you want to remove or turn off any inappropriate words. I recommend you tick that. Now, this is only going to apply if you do actually swear in your videos and you don't want them coming up in subtitles. I would very strongly recommend to you do not swear in any YouTube content. It will penalize your channel. You will have to declare that you have over 18 content. That will restrict the amount of viewers that you have. So please, guys, if you are a bit like I am a potty mouth, I'm not going to lie, behind the scenes of my private life, but it's absolutely something that I very much try and control in the public space. So please have a word with the tongue. Just try not to let any swears drop out if you possibly can. You can show or hide the number of subscribers that you have. I personally just show it. I've got no reason whatsoever to keep that hidden. It doesn't bother me at all whether it's one person or 1 million. I have that turned on. Do you want to show ads or not? I allow ads on my videos because I've got my monetization turned on. You may not have this option at the moment. Don't worry if you don't. So this is up to you whether to choose to turn that on or off or not. And can viewers clip your content? So I like people to be able to reuse and share my content. The whole reason I have a YouTube channel is so that the world can find me and share my stuff. I want to be seen by as many people as possible. That's why I have public content. So personally, I allow sharing, I allow distribution, I allow clipping. Great, more people are going to find me. That's up to you, your decision to obviously to click on or not. Feature eligibility, so again, you may not have these features or functions at the moment. I would encourage you to click these boxes and allow phone verification, connecting your mobile phone number to your channel, because it allows you to have more features later on down the line that we're not going to worry about too much right now. But if you have the ability at the moment to click on these, I would turn them on and enable them if you can at this point in time. It will not affect your channel if you don't have these, don't have it enabled at this particular point in time. So please don't worry if you can't do that at this stage. Now, the upload defaults is the part that I really want to get stuck into now. This is going to save you hours of time adding descriptions to your videos. Really good videos, and we'll go into this into optimization later. Really good videos have thorough descriptions in them, and you're going to want to have some default description content. Now, every time you do upload a video, you're going to need to add some specific content related to that particular video. But what you don't want to keep posting is your general call to action, links to your lead magnets, links to your social media channels for people to be able to follow you. You want that to always be pre-filled automatically, so you don't have to keep copying and pasting it in. Awesome. So don't add anything in the title section, because this is the title of each video every time you upload it. So every video is going to have a different title. Please leave that blank. But your description of your video is where you're going to want to put your links. Please put your lead magnet at the top, because you want to be using YouTube as an opportunity to collect email subscribers. So if you've got a lead magnet that is hidden behind an email box, brilliant. Put your free thing as the first offer that you have. So I might even change mine because I've got a new link now. I'm going to put free stuff because I now have a whole page of free stuff that I'm giving away. So I'm going to change my default settings from here. Then I like to put a line saying what I do, what I help people with. So this is the I help people to get X result, so that people can really clearly see what it is that you specialize in. So you might want to do that. I then put a direct link to my website, and then I put in links to my paid courses. So I might edit this now to my academy. Alrighty. If you have a Facebook group, pop your Facebook group link in there, come and join my Facebook group. And then I give people all of the options of all of the different ways that they can work with me. So for instance, I have in mind, here are X ways that I can help you get X result. So I list them all down. So if I've got a free thing, I've got a self-study online course, I've got group coaching, I've got done for you services. You can join my academy, you can book a private one-on-one call with me. So if you've got sort of a private booking system so that people can book calls with you, make sure you're popping that in there as well. Next, I've got my actual email address. I don't mind putting this out there publicly. That's a decision for you to make. Obviously, the more your channel grows, the more email inquiries you're going to get. But I found that it has been a really fantastic way for people to reach out that weren't perhaps comfortable commenting publicly in front of everybody else, but have started private conversations with me by email and have subsequently ended up turning into customers because it's created that conversation and interaction directly with a client. So I have chosen to put my email address in there. Obviously, I'm fortunate enough to have a virtual assistant and operations manager who do actually help me with that inbox because it does get quite big. That's a decision you need to make, but at the end of the day, I've made a call to be out there in the public eye to gain interactions with my customers and to get leads from these videos. So I do think you'd be a teeny whiny bit crazy to not put an email address out there for people to be able to contact you, but please make that decision. So I've put then links to all of my social media channels that I predominantly would love people to go and follow me on as well. So why not list all of them there? The more links, leads, sales, connections, followers that you can get, cross promotion that you can do to your channels, the better. So further on down the line, this basically means, just to summarize, every single time you upload a video to YouTube, this stuff will automatically be put inside your description of every single video. So you're not going to have to keep copying and pasting all of that stuff. Visibility, please set it to public. This means that by default, every video you upload will be chosen to publicly be what's the word I'm trying to say? Released, publicly distributed and publicly available. Next, we have tags for your videos. So before, when we were up in channel, we did tags for our overall channel. Those were the overall things of all of the stuff we might talk about. This is a video upload. So every individual video we're talking about here, what kind of tags do you want in every video that you upload? Now, of course, when you do upload your video, you will need to go into the tags and edit them based on what that particular video is about. We'll go into that into module 3. But for now, you might just want to have, in general, most of your stuff is going to be about the following. Chuck those tags into your default uploads so that later on, when you do upload your videos, you've only got to change some of them. It's going to make your life a lot faster and easier. So pause this video now, dump that in, and when you're done on this section, just press save. Now again, it is going to take us out of that pop-up box. We do need to go back there again for a few more setups. So instead of keeping going back to your channel and your account, you can actually just go over to your left-hand side and you'll see that you've got that settings option at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, and it does take you back here. So we were on our channel upload defaults at this particular point in time. So we've done all of our basic info. Next, you can click on your advanced settings, and there's a few things here that, again, you may or may not have the option to click on depending on the age of your channel, whether you've got monetization and things turned on. Allow automatic chapters. Now, what this is it might be easier to try and show you. If I try to type in, for instance, how to do email marketing. Let me just try and put in a search. If I click on videos, I'm going to try and find an example here. This is not a good one. Let's do build a landing page. Ooh, how to... Trying to find a good example for you of what we mean by chapters. See if we've got anything in all coming up. Okay, here we go. Brilliant. What chapters are is this. On Google search results now, YouTube videos are coming up in page 1. The most popular, highly watched YouTube videos are coming up in these search results. And what it does when you are over here and you select automatic chapters is it does this. It automatically adds key points in your video where key things were mentioned. These are called chapters, and these are automatically added by YouTube so that in the search results, people can go, oh my God, that's exactly what I want to learn. Click right there and it will open the YouTube video at that mark, at that point in the video. This is awesome. So for me, I definitely want that turned on, and I recommend that you turn it on as well so that those automatic chapters are created and you're going to get more from the search results on Google. All right, standard license, just pick standard for the time being, guys. Okay, the reason why, Creative Commons means that all of your content is publicly available for commercial use, meaning that I could go to your channel, if you've got everything set to Creative Commons, it means that I have the right to download and take your content and go and resell it as my own personal content. So you do not want Creative Commons turned on. No, right? Because that means you're allowing anybody to have your stuff as their own IP. You do not want that. You want standard YouTube license, which means you own the content, you own the IP, nobody else has the right to use that IP. All right. Choose your category that most suits your type of content. Choose your language. What have we got here? Caption certification. You do need to say whether or not your videos have ever aired on television in the US. Nice problem to have. And yeah, then your lots of languages here. Do you want to allow all comments, or do you want to hide some stuff? So I, at the beginning, had allow all comments because with my no viewers, the comments weren't an issue. However, I have since switched it to hold potentially inappropriate comments for review. What this means is people can still comment and write whatever they want, but they won't publicly show. You will actually get a notification on your phone or in your channel to say there's a comment for your review. So this will automatically filter out swear words, words that are aggressive, considered controversial, that have high risk red flags on them, anything that's kind of sexual content, discriminative type content. It will automatically just not allow it to be published. It will let you know, and then you can choose to allow comment or delete comment before it's seen by anybody, which is great. You can also choose to hold all comments for review. So if you do actually want to approve everything, if you're promoting or producing content that is quite controversial and may attract trolling, you can choose to actually hold everything and only allow those positive comments to go out there. I personally want, even if people disagree with me, to comment, because every comment is engagement, and engagement shows the system that people are engaging with your content, and therefore that it is interesting. And so you want engagement, even if people are going, you suck. Right, you just go, great, thank you for the algorithm boost. That's awesome. All right. Also, you can choose to show whether or not other people can see if other people like your video, basically. Now, the next thing you may not have available yet is monetization. You may not have this option if you haven't yet gone into Google, connected your bank details and all that kind of stuff. So don't worry about that at this particular stage. If you do have monetization turned on, then you get to choose what kind of ads you're going to allow on your content. I would recommend turning them all on other than non-skippable video ads. These are those infuriating ads that you can't skip, that you have to wait for the whole ad to play and it makes it count down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I personally don't want to risk losing viewers, and I think you can lose viewers when ads play. So I personally allow the ads to be skippable so that if people just want to get straight to my content, they can. If people watch through the ad, I get paid, great, no problem, but my viewers have a choice and I'm not risking losing any. So I personally turn them all on except that one. So if you do have the option to click these buttons, then you may want to copy what I've done here. If you don't have monetization turned on yet, don't worry, because module 4 will go there later. All right. Make sure you press save if you have changed anything. Let's go with permissions. What this basically means is, do you want any other people to manage your channel? If you have a virtual assistant, if you've got somebody who's helping you manage your channel, manage comments, reply to comments, upload stuff for you, then this is actually where you are going to want to add them as a user. Do not give anyone your Google passwords, because they're going to have access to everything, right? If someone's got your Google password, they can access your Gmail, they can access your Drive, they can access the whole shebang. Please don't do that. Under permissions, let's say I've got a new virtual assistant I want to add. You press manage permissions. It will ask you to manage permissions again, then it will ask you to do the phone verification thing. So first of all, enter your password. Let's just double check I've got that in here. Stick my password in, press enter. Then it's going to send my phone a verification number. So I'm just going to open my phone to do that. Is it you logging into your thing? Yes, it is me. What's the number? Click the number. Then it will allow me to go in. So the security on this is pretty high. Now I have to press manage permissions again. And this is now where I can go in and add new users. So you press this little guy on the top right hand corner. It's like add a little person. It's quite hard to see. You're going to put in their email address. So sarah123@testing.com. All right, so let's just chuck that in there. Then choose the role. So are they just a communications manager? This means that they can pretty much only respond to comments. Are they a manager? This means they can make edits to your channel, they can change tags, they can upload videos, they can upload content, they can add thumbnails, all that kind of stuff. Or are they an owner? Never, ever give anyone owner to your account. That means they can change all the details, they can shut your account down, and you don't have control over your account. So please do not give that to anyone. You should be the only person that has owner. I tend to make all of my people managers because they don't have ownership rights, which means they can't actually control my account itself, but they can go in and upload videos for me and reply to comments and things. So that's the one I click, and then you press invite, and then they basically log into your account with their own YouTube login details, meaning you're not going to have to give anyone any passwords to anything. And then if you don't want them in there anymore, you can just press cross and get rid of them. So if there's anyone in here that I didn't want to have, I would just delete and we're done. They don't have access to anything ever again. So there we go. That's another thing that we're going to be looking at over here. So I'm just going to go back to our main settings. Okay, let's go back to our YouTube. I've come out of my YouTube channel now. Here we go. All right, community. So we're still on this basic settings over here. Sorry, this is a very long video, but this is the getting the channel all set up in the first place. Now we are going to go into different kind of filters that we might have. So for me, I have blocked certain words, okay, that for me, if somebody writes these comments, the comments simply cannot be posted. So for instance, I've put in like these, sorry, there's rude words up on the screen right now, but these are words that I just don't want going up on my system. So you can add those if you like. You can add in as many words as you want depending on what it is that you're talking about. If there's any particularly controversial language in your space, you're going to want to put those in. And the other thing I don't want is people sharing their own links and promoting their own stuff in my comments sections of my videos. So I have the tick ticked here that says block links, meaning people can't share links on my page, which is great. You then have any agreements and stuff that's just about your general terms of use on YouTube. All right, so now we've gone and done those basic settings and you've got your basic setup going on behind the scenes. Now we do actually want to go in and change sort of what our main channel looks like, the branding of our channel, and we're going to do that in a different video.